Dun, 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 dun. Oh shit, I'm filming. How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing my review for The Mandalorian Season 3 premiere. This is the first episode that we've gotten in a while, although a lot of people have been complaining about Book of Boba Fett and how that kind of was The Mandalorian Season 3, so this is basically Mandalorian Season 4, and how the finale of The Mandalorian Season 2 doesn't really connect with this premiere because, well, The Mandalorian and Grogu are back together, and some people are making jokes and memes online about, well, how'd they get together? Because, you know, if you didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett, you'd be very confused. And I understand that criticism, I'll be honest. It's kind of stupid because it was like a big deal at the end of Season 2, and now they're back together. It really doesn't make any sense, and it is kind of stupid. But it is what it is. I mean, just watch Book of Boba Fett. I don't know. Yeah, it's dumb. I understand. Okay. But anyway, I really thought this episode was pretty good and just made me realize how much I missed the show. I gotta say. I was very thrilled and excited with this episode. I thought it was a good reintroduction back into the story. I think I already said that, but, you know. Anyway, we had the opening scene with that crocodile monster and during the Mandalorian kind of indoctrination ceremony, and with the kid, and the armorer was there, and a bunch of Mandalorians were getting beat up by that thing. And then the Mandalorian shows up and he's like, all right, I'm going to save you guys because he's a badass. So that was a really good reintroduction of his character. I really liked that scene. Thought it was pretty awesome. And that crocodile thing, whatever it was. I don't know all the species of Star Wars. I'm not going to pretend I do, but that was pretty awesome. And then we know that Mandalorian wants to be redeemed and kind of be a Mandalorian again. So he talks to the armor and he's like, all right, I'm going to go to Mandalore and bathe in these mines, and then I'll be redeemed. Kind of like getting baptized, basically, and forgiven for his sins. It's kind of hilarious. But then he goes to Navarro, and we meet back up with Grief Karga, Carl Weathers' character. It's funny because I've been watching Rocky a lot, so he's like, you know, Apollo Creed's in my mind, but no, he's Grief Karga in this, guys. He's not Apollo Creed. And we have an IG-11 statue on this planet, which is kind of cool. Obviously, IG-11 died in Season 1 at the end of that season, and he sacrificed himself. IG-11, the GOAT. He was also voiced by Taika Waititi, so he's just a GOAT. And while we're here, we find out why Mandalorian's here. He's looking for a droid, so when he goes to Mandalore, he needs a droid that can kind of help him explore and whatever. And then also, while he's on Navarro, Grief says that he wants Mando to be the Marshal. And we also get the kind of explanation why Cara Dune's basically no longer in the story anymore because of obviously Gina Carano. You know, she's in hot water for certain things, and she's not going to be a part of the show anymore. She basically got fired, and she played Cara Dune, and she's not going to be in the show anymore. So we got that brief explanation, which I guess is good. But then they try to revive IG-11. And once they actually do, we find out that IG-11 basically is reverted to his old programming. And yeah, he's evil, and then they have to kill him again. And that was kind of sad and scary. We also get the scene with Babu Frick and Baby Yoda, which Baby Yoda kept like trying to hug Babu Frick. It's hilarious stuff. I loved Babu Frick from episode 9, so it's just hilarious. He's the best thing about the Star Wars sequel trilogy, in my opinion. I'm going to upset some people by saying that, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, and it was really awesome when we got to see him again. And then we got a scene with Mando and these pirates, and apparently there's like this guy, something Shard, I forget his first name, but he looks like Swamp Thing, and I don't know if he'll be the new main antagonist, because Moff Gideon isn't going to maybe be the main antagonist of this season. He looks like he might kind of fade into the background a little bit. We never know. We'll definitely see Moff Gideon this season, but he might not be the main antagonist. Maybe this new guy will. Although, I don't know. He was kind of goofy, this pirate leader. So, I don't know. Maybe we won't see him again, but I think it would be cool. And then at the end of the episode, we get to see the Mandalorian castle, which is pretty awesome, and Bo-Katan returns. And, you know, that was a good scene. It was good to see her again. And, yeah, Bo-Katan, I guess, doesn't think the mines are going to be, like, magic or whatever they are. What did she say? Something like that. I don't know. But it was, you know, Mandalorian's on a journey to basically be redeemed. He really wants to be redeemed and wants to be a Mandalorian again because he took his helmet off and the armorer found out. So he's like, well, shoot, I gotta do some stuff now and get baptized, basically. But yeah, solid episode overall. I really enjoyed it. I've heard some people say they didn't really care for it, but then I've heard other people say they really enjoyed it. And yeah, overall, I just really missed the show. So I thought it was a pretty solid episode. I really did. I liked it. It was a lot of stuff happened, I feel like, or enough stuff happened, and it kind of set up, Mandalorian's mission to kind of be redeemed, of course. That's his main objective at the moment. And maybe potentially set up a new bad guy with this Shard guy. And I think his design is absolutely incredible. I hope we see more of him. But again, he did kind of seem a bit goofy, and maybe he was just kind of like I don't know, him as like a main antagonist of the season would be, I don't know, interesting. Who knows? But of course, let me hear your thoughts on the episode, because I am interested to see what you guys have to say about it. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what you guys have to say, for sure. So yeah, let me hear your thoughts down in the comments below. And yeah, if you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.